Hey everyone, it's been a while. It's been about a month now, I think, at least, since I made my last video. And a bunch of it is still in play, how last year was just very demotivating for me YouTube-wise. I put in so much effort and there was like no progress that came out of it. But the past couple of months, there have just been a lot of changes in my life. And it went to shit for a while. So I just want to talk a little bit about my life and the games that I've been playing recently. So to start off this video, I just want to vlog a little bit. We're gonna get to the games in the second half, don't worry. I got a lot to talk about some of these games. I just feel like I need to justify myself a little bit, which is strange because, I mean, in the end, it's just the few loyal subscribers that still care about my videos. It's not like YouTube is helping me in any way, shape or form. And again, that's been a big part of why this year I'm just taking it a lot easier. Quite honestly, I'm taking it a lot easier than I originally intended, but it's been good. So a few things have been factored into my longer absence. One of them is I'm going for my driver's license, and I just prefer putting time into studying than making videos right now. Now I have a ton of video ideas that I'm really excited about, so I will never stop making videos. On top of that, last month I went to the United States again. It was supposed to be a great trip. I was supposed to meet a bunch of friends, do all these kind of crazy things, spend time with my girlfriend. And then the day before I left, my brother infected me with the unmentionable disease. Maybe I shouldn't word it like that. You know what I'm talking about. You can't even say stuff like that because of algorithms. See, I'm trying to pay attention. Anyway, he said, oh, I've been not wearing my mask at work anymore. Oh, and by the way, a bunch of my colleagues got infected. And I'm sitting there like, why are you visiting me? Literally a day before I have to leave at my job, you know? And it hit me. It hit me really hard. I spent the first 5 days just knocked the fuck out. For 5 days, I was feverish, I was shivering, I was sweating like crazy, a burning cough, having asthma didn't help. I was just dying for 5 days straight. And it's not like you get a cold and over 5 days you get better. No, 5 days peak death. And then the 3 days after that, you know, I was dying a little bit less. And then 2 days after that, I was managing to walk around. And that was the end of my trip. So a lot of time was just wasted. I'm trying to go back in 2 months so I can gain back the time that I lost. Because if you're dying for COVID straight for 5 days, you can't even be close to the people you want to be closer to, you know. Again, I couldn't be as close as I wanted to my girlfriend all the time. I was supposed to meet Mr. T. I am so angry and annoyed that I couldn't because, you know, I was tested positive, you know, still a day before I tested again, still positive, you know. This man has a family, like obviously, you know, I'm not gonna go meet him then, you know, it's just crazy. So I hope I can push that back, maybe in 2 months if I go again. But yeah, like, so a whole lot of my plans were cancelled. And 2 weeks ago I got back, and then the day I got back, the morning I got back, that same night, I changed my job. I didn't change my job, I changed my position at my current job, and I switched to night shift because it was more hours and it's more money. And going from COVID-ridden vacation straight into night shift, it just destroyed me. It absolutely destroyed me. And even now, 2 weeks later, I'm barely getting over this stuff. I barely have energy again. You know, I'm still getting used to the graveyard shift rhythm. It's been a whole mess, and that's been my life for the past few months, really. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Slowly things will get better. The COVID is almost completely out of my system. I have that still. This dry cough is driving me crazy. The mix of my asthma isn't helping. I got a new job, like I said, like a new position at work, so there's more money coming in. I'll be able to do more things in the future, visit my girl more often. You know, we're all in the process of doing all this stuff. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. It just requires a lot of money, and fortunately, some of that might be coming in a little bit more. So I'll be able to just, you know, set more money aside, pick up an extra game here and there, and so it's gonna be easier. But for now, we're just smack dab in the middle of absolute hell, and it's just been brutal. That's why there's just been no videos. And that's why this video is also kind of a simple one. You know, you get a portion of a vlog, and now I'm going to be talking about some games. But I'm not going to do any super fancy edits right now. You know, usually I would show footage, maybe record some footage, and I just don't care right now. I just don't care. I just feel like talking about my life. And most importantly right now, talking about some video games. So what have I been playing recently? It's a great excuse to just sit down and talk about some video games. Now, I'm the kind of person, I play like a 50 to 100 games at the same time. In the past, I would say 20, but I mean, just on the Switch, I could probably get to 20 already. That's just how I play. And yeah, that means sometimes some of those games, they get pushed to the back a little bit, you know. Some games, I haven't touched them in a few months. It's just how I play. I can't dedicate myself to one game at a time. It's just not how I like playing games. If right now I feel like playing a racing game, it can't be, let me just play this 100-hour RPG before I get to this racing. No, I just put in a racing game, you know. I'm like, okay, what racing game am I playing right now? Need for Speed, Payback, I think it was called, the new one that I'm still playing right now, you know, for this is just an example. I just play a lot of absolutely everything. Every single console from the NES up, you know, I got a full Steam library. I just play a lot. So, in this section, what I've been playing right now, I want to keep it to the games that for the past few months, I literally at least play once a week. For example, I'm playing Kena, Bridge of Spirits, and I'm playing Uncharted 3, the remastered version. But I haven't touched them in a couple of weeks, so I won't be mentioning them. These are games I literally play almost every single day or every single week. And even then, we still got a little stack here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games that I regularly play every single week right now. That's what I mean. And that's why I say I could get to 20 easily. You know what I mean? So let's just start off with a game I actually finished a few days ago. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. One of the greatest games ever made. It's been hard avoiding spoilers if you play the games the way I do. This game has been out for 5 years now, I think. And I took a huge break in the middle at some point. And then I just like, you know, let's pick it back up. And then they revealed Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Now I'm like, dude, I gotta finish this now. Because I was in the final stretch. And it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. I love Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I love the characters. The voice, I have it on Japanese, not to make this a debate, but the Japanese voice acting is absolutely incredible. There's such heartfelt emotion in every single line. And I love all these characters. I like all these characters. I like the blade system. I'm not a fan of the gacha system, but I like all these different blades and the way the battle system works. The way the battle system works with the sound effects and the announcer, it reminds me a lot of Button Kaitos, which is my favorite game of all time. And I like the visuals, I like the world these characters live in, and the story went really kind of crazy at the end. The perfect soundtrack and everything, I enjoyed this game so much. And because I enjoyed that game so much, I was like, you know what? Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is coming out, I want to pick that up. I just finished 2, maybe I should pick up 1. So I went to the store to pick up, no, I'm lying. I wanted to pick up Torna, but you can't find Torna as easy anymore, and I was like, if it's not in the store, I just won't pick it up yet. But then they had Xenoblade Chronicles 1. They didn't have Torna anymore. It's hard to find in the wild. And I saw Xenoblade Chronicles 1, but it was like $70. I'm not paying $70 for this. But I looked through all the Xenoblade games, and there was one for $45. And I still had a coupon. So in the end, I paid $35 for Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. And I can't wait to start it. I really want to play it, specifically because this really connects into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. But before I put it in and I dive into a whole new world, I was like, you know what? I need to push through with Xenoblade Chronicles X. I've been very adamant about why I do not really like this game. The battle system is not the same. The menus are overly convoluted, I feel. I really don't like the music in this game. The characters look a bit off, so there's a whole lot of things that always put me off. But I got stuck at some point, because Xenoblade Chronicles X does something that no other game does. I've been playing open world games for my entire life. Since the original NES, you know. I love open world games. It's my favorite world to involve myself in. I can just do whatever I want. But you can't do whatever you want in Xenoblade Chronicles X. You are attached to the story chapters. And not only are you attached to the story chapters are locked. You can't access them whenever you want. They're locked behind map completion. You have to complete certain areas of the world to a certain percentage in order to be allowed to start the next chapter. And I was stuck for a long time, which is one of the main reasons I stopped playing it also. Because I got stuck and then I pick it up again and I can't figure it out. I pick it up, I'm on this continent of Oblivia. I go all around, everywhere, all the edges. I can't find what I have to do, but I have to explore more. The percentage of this continent needs to go up. So I fast travel, which I usually don't do in open world games. I fast travel to a point, I explore everywhere, fast travel to the next, explore everywhere. Then again, all the edges to undiscover, and I couldn't find it. Now I picked it up again because I really want to finish it, and I looked it up, and it turns out there was one spot somewhere at the bottom of the map where you had to be at that spot to go to a small ridge to be able to explore the next area. And then like 2 minutes later, I bumped up to 25%, which I needed. I could continue the story. Okay, great. That's not how an open world game should work. You cannot lock areas that way, and especially not progression, especially not chapter progression. But I don't always want to hate on this game, because I'm still having fun. I still enjoy playing it. I want to get to the max. I want to be able to fly around. So I'm definitely pushing myself to explore and continue the story. But the biggest thing that actually makes me happy to keep playing this game is this is without a doubt still one of the most beautiful worlds to be in. One of the most beautiful open worlds, the areas to explore. It looks amazing. Visually, it's a masterpiece. I love playing it. I'm still having fun with it. That's the most important part, which is why I'm continuing. It's just, there's just some stuff that always, the second I think of this game, all that stuff just comes jumping back into my mind. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles X, I'm currently playing it every day again to make sure I finish it. At the very least, I want to finish this one before 3 comes out. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the first one still after that, but we'll see. That was a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles talk. Yeah, it's just been, the 3rd game is coming out, so there's just been a lot of talk for that. Another game I've been playing almost every day is Kirby and the Forgotten World, which is without a doubt my 2nd favorite Kirby game of all time. Now, nostalgia is a factor. The NES is my favorite console, it's a factor. Kirby's Adventure, it's hard to beat that when it comes to the music, the sound effect, the difficulty level of it, the abilities. The nostalgia factor is just huge in it, and it just counts. For me, nostalgia is something that counts, personally, when I rate games. But Kirby and the Forgotten World is without a doubt one of the best Kirby games ever. If people claim this is the best Kirby game, I wouldn't hold it against them. It's incredible. It's finally a 3D Kirby. It plays like Super Mario 3D World and 3D Land, and it's amazing. Visually, it's gorgeous. It's so much fun. There's all these little details with the way the enemies act and react. The abilities, I wish there were more abilities. There's way more abilities in the original game. But you can upgrade the abilities and it changes them quite a bit, and I like that. I like the idea of building up the town, the story they made around it. The gameplay just really works. It's just a visual masterpiece, and I'm absolutely having a lot of fun with it. The extra challenge missions are absolutely brutal, to the point where I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get back to this one. Missions where you have to beat the boss without getting hit a single time, they're almost undoable. So you can make this as hard as you want. That's what I like. because Star Allies plays itself. You have to play this game and you have to work hard if you really want to get it 100%. It's a really incredible game and I'm having a lot of fun with it. Then I recently went back because I was in such a bad place recently and I needed to be in a world that just makes me feel good. So this is where my golf comes out. Darksiders 2. I started playing it again. I bought the definitive version like half a year ago I think now, because I originally played Darksiders 2 on the Wii U. But the Wii U never got 2 of the 3 major DLCs. There's a bunch of DLC weapons and outfits, but there's 3 quest DLCs with whole new maps and areas and stuff. And the Wii got Argul's Tomb, but we never got what are they called? Demon Lord Belial and the Forge Lands. What are the other ones called? The Abyssal Forge and Demon Lord Belial. So I wanted to start playing this again to just hunt for some trophies, be in this world again, be in the Maker's realm with like these giant dwarves. You have to play it to understand that. This calming, soothing, like Scottish Irish music to it. It's incredible. There's nature. And then you go to the Kingdom of the Dead, which is one of the most beautiful places to be at, with a soundtrack that borderline makes me cry. It is that good. It's just a beautiful game. I've been completely invested into it again. And I'm playing it again almost every night as well, a little bit, Darksiders 2. Just absolute art of a game. And I can't wait to actually start the new DLCs because it's my second favorite game of all time. And it's literally a whole quest I've never experienced before. And I look forward to unlocking these quests. I actually unlocked the Abyssal Forge just now where I'm at in the story. I don't want to like dive into it yet because I'm trying to do some of the Crucible stuff. But holy crap, one of the greatest games ever made. And just when I arrived in the Kingdom of the Dead, with all the skulls and the candles everywhere, experiencing that theme, the Plains of Death theme, I was just like, I started to slowly feel like a little bit better again with everything that was going on in my life at that point. Darksiders 2. Art. Then we got a few games. These 3 games are going to lump them a little bit together because I play with my girlfriend almost I want to say almost every week, but we play every week. It's like every couple of days we play a game. Whether it's a bit of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which I absolutely love. The first 8 tracks of the DLC came out. Absolutely beautiful. I love them. And I can't believe there's going to be 40 more new tracks. I'm expecting the first new tracks to drop around E3. I wish they were faster because right now, people start choosing the other tracks again, so you don't get the new ones as often. And I feel once you have more tracks, you're going to see the newer tracks appear more often in the rotation. But still, I've never put this game down since it launched. There's a reason it's sold like what? 42, 45 million at this point. Half the people who own a Switch own this game. There's more Mario Kart 8s out there than there's borderline Wii U's out there. It's absolutely ridiculous how well, and almost criminal, how well this game is selling. So I'm still excited for this game. I still play it regularly, and I'm definitely excited to see the new tracks that are still going to appear. Another game we play a lot with my girlfriend is Uncharted 4, the multiplayer. Like I mentioned before, I'm currently playing through all the Uncharted games because I never experienced this franchise before, and I love this franchise. I'm at the 3rd game right now. I'm not very far, but so far it's my least favorite. The balance is off. The intro is so long where you play as young Nathan, and it's like, it's Nathan, right? Nathan Drake. And it's just, it drags on a bit, and I don't like it. But I'm slowly getting into more shooting areas, and maybe enemies are spongy. Maybe the shooting is the same in every single game, but that's why I like these games. Something about the shooting mechanics really clicks with me. And that's why we play a lot of Uncharted 4 with my girlfriend, the online multiplayer, which is absolutely brutal, absolutely ridiculous. You meet like random people sometimes. I started here and there maybe doing more voice chat, so you get like random strangers. It's absolutely hilarious, but it's a good adrenaline rush, and I absolutely am enjoying the multiplayer of that as well. And the last thing we started playing together, because I bought her this game, because we always looking for new things to play together, and I know she likes the hardcore shit. My girlfriend is pretty competitive. She will fuck you up in Mario Kart. She has no pity. That's why I like gaming with her. She doesn't hold back, and she's very competitive. That's why Uncharted 4 just works so well, and that's why I wanted to play something together that wasn't versus. So I bought her Borderlands 3, and we started playing that together. And this is actually on my list here anyway, because I've been playing. I never finished it. I'm at chapter 10 or 12, I think. I don't remember exactly. So I've been still playing this, and it's been great just experiencing the game really in co-op at a different rhythm. And it's just a lot of fun. I love it. Borderlands is one of my favorite franchises. Borderlands 2 is one of the greatest games ever made. Is this that good? Gameplay-wise, it's better. There's more things in there. Story-wise, characters-wise, 2 is way better. Handsome Jack is one of the greatest villains ever made. And this gets a little bit cringy here and there with twins. But it's still an incredible game. And the gameplay is absolutely perfect. And I just wanted to do something co-op together, and not just here tearing me a new one. It's been a lot of fun exploring this game together. So yeah, there's basically 3 multiplayer. And yes, these games, I play them every single week. Again, at this moment, Xenoblade Chronicles X and Darksiders 2 is on a daily basis. I would say Kirby is almost every other day. And the multiplayer is every other few days as well. Those are the games I've been playing recently, daily. Again, some people, when I say, I play 20 games at the same time, they're like, you're not playing 20 games at the same time. Bitch, I'm borderline playing 7 games right now, just, weekly. That's just how I play. I could name you probably easily, if I look at my games, 50 games I'm currently playing right now. It's not a good thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing. Some people can dedicate themselves to one game. My girlfriend is like that. She picks one game, she pours hundreds of hours in it, She did it with the Uncharted franchise, she did it with Skyrim, all that kind of stuff, and that's just how she plays. Robert, if gaming with me, is another one. He plays like that, It's back at the backlog. He takes one game at a time and he pours all his time into that. I can't. I need something to play for every flavor that I feel like. If I look back here right now, Hyrule Warriors, I'm still playing that. Origami King, I'm still playing that. The Mario Kingdom Battles, I'm near the end, I'm still playing that. PlayStation, Immortals, Phoenix Rising, Terminator Juice gave me that a while ago. I'm still playing that, I love it. Biomix, Ozone, Hades, Darksiders, Gen C. I can do that with every single system. I just play a ton of shit at the same time. And it's ridiculous. And that's just how I like it. I want to be able to pick up any random game and have a purpose to it. I feel if I finish a game, it's rare for me to instantly play it again. I think Tales of Symphonia is one of the rare games where I instantly started a new game because I just couldn't stop playing that game. It happens sometimes. There's games I've played multiple times. Darksiders 2, I've already played it before. Metroid Prime, I finished it several times. Button Titles, Lost Kingdoms, Eternal Darkness. There are games, and I'm just looking at the GameCube games, that's why. There are games I've played several times, but in general, once I'm done with a game, it's going to be quite a while before I pick it up again. And sometimes I just want to stop playing certain games. I just want to start new ones. I'm buying a new game, It's for example, I bought, I just showed you, I bought Xenoblade Chronicles 1. I haven't even put this in yet. It's going to be a while before I start it. Once I started, let me just start it. Oh, no, never mind. I didn't make it in time. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 came out. Let me start playing that. Oh, no, sorry. A new Mario game randomly came out. I gotta play the new Mario game. Oh, Breath of the Wild's getting released. Breath of the Wild 2. So that's just how I play. And then I don't just stop playing the other games, but I just play more at the same time. Anyway, that's kind of a random tangent at the end. I apologize for the amount of videos I've been putting out lately. It's just life. Life has come here. It's just been rough. It's been kind of rough personally a little bit. It's been demoralizing with YouTube. It's been rough health-wise. It's been rough personally. Me and my girlfriend have been struggling a bit. Not in our relationship, but with the stuff we're dealing with right now. It's just, stuff is a bit hard. And making videos is not a priority especially after last year. That's just how it is. I hope some of you enjoyed this video. I might do more videos like this that are easy, without edits, without adding all this gameplay and stuff, because at least I feel if I do it like this, I might upload a little bit more regularly. Thank you all for watching this video so much. Please do stay and look forward to more content. I will not stop making videos. I have so many ideas I'm so excited for that I have been pushing back, that I shouldn't have been pushing back. It's been rough. Anyway, not to make it all depressing at the end. Thank you all for watching. Stay real.